Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? Chris here from Esports News, X Rotation, however the flip you know me, these interwebs, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys something quite a bit different from what you are used to. Today I'm going over something that Breaking Point made. Shout out to all the homies over there. As you guys can see, I have the Major 3 quals strength of schedule for each team. Hope you guys enjoyed the intro. As always, just had to acknowledge that. And yeah, so looking at it, you see the LA Thieves sit atop the CDL with the easiest strength of schedule by a margin of about 0.31%. So this is all based on the opponent win percentage. That's how they did the strength of schedule here, which I like. And you can see the Boston Breach are sitting at the bottom with their new team of Purge. No more Snoopy. Of course, he's being replaced with Afro, Nasty, and of course, Spart. So let's look first at the Boston Breach to see what their difficulty of schedule is for this current stage. They will be playing our defending Major 2 champs, Faze Vegas, to open it up. Then they play Toronto Koi, Optic Texas, Paris General Mates, and G2 Minnesota. Okay, that's literally the top 5 teams in the standings, I believe, right? Or, no, definitely 4 of the top 5. Where is Koi? Koi's 8. So they play G2, Mates, Faze, and Optic. 4 of the top 5 teams, and then they play Koi. So yeah, hardest schedule. Sounds about right. Let's look at the Carolina Royal Ravens next. Where did they rank? We're not going to go in order. We'll just jump around based on where everybody sits. So Carolina is sat at number 6. Let's see who they play. They play Mates. Surge should be possibly a competitive game if Nero's on that team. Vegas, Cloud9, and LA Thieves. Cloud9 should be a free win. Hard series, hard series, hard series, potentially hard series. So yeah, it makes sense. 6th place. But Ravens are a pretty solid team, especially now that they brought Fire 40 into the mix. I don't know why Nero was replaced, like I said in yesterday's video. I'm assuming it had to do with his out-of-game stuff. Let's look at the next team. So we have the LA Thieves. We saw they're playing the Carolina Royal Ravens. They'll also be playing G2 Minnesota. That's a tough one. So where do they sit? They sit with the easiest schedule based on their opponent win percentage because they play Miami, they play C9, they play Surge, they play Ravens, and they play G2. Okay, so they have really Miami and G2 as their toughest challenges in the stage. Yeah, I could see why they have the easiest strength of schedule, comparatively speaking. That definitely checks out. Let's see the Miami Heretics, one of the harder teams that the LA Thieves will play. Let's see their schedule. We know they play Thieves, obviously. First matchup that we'll see tomorrow, or second matchup we'll see tomorrow. They play Faze Vegas in their second game, G2 Minnesota in their third, Riyadh Falcons. Okay, so Heretics would have to have one of the more difficult schedules. I'm going to put them probably at like 10. I forgot what the rankings are, but okay, they're 10. Okay, perfect. C9's at 11, so we already know that. I mean, they're going to lose all their games, right? What's G2 at? I'm going to guess 8 before I like see anything. They play Thieves, they play Surge, easy. Mates, hard. Heretics, hard. G2, I'm sorry. Yeah, G2 is hard. Oh, I blended the two. That's why it didn't make sense. Okay. They play Surge, easy. Hard, 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 hard. So I'm going to put them at 8. 5. Interesting. Pretty difficult schedule, especially when you don't combine Miami's with it, right? But yeah, I mean, Miami, good team. Mates, good team. It's based on win percentage, but if it's my personal strength of schedule, I would definitely put this one up there. I understand the metric they use for it. So Cloud9 was ranked 11th. Optic, LA Thieves, Ravens. Ooh, Falcons and Koi. Yeah, yikes. Let's go next. Mates, we know they play some pretty difficult teams. Okay, Heretics, difficult match. Optic, difficult match. Easy. Breach. Minnesota, not easy. Ravens should be easy. So, Mermaid's ranked 8, that makes sense. Okay. They play some pretty good teams, yeah. Optic, definitely going to shoot that win percentage up there. Heretics, good team. Obviously, G2, good team. Other two, yeah. Falcons, we know they have some pretty solid matches in their stage. So Koi, Faze, Surge, Miami, Cloud9. No, mix. I mean, Miami, you expect that to be a very, very tense matchup. Cloud9, free. Surge should be free. Faze, very difficult. Koi, very difficult. So, yeah, I mean, definitely difficult schedule. They're ranked with the third easiest. Well, that has to be skewed because they have Cloud9 and Surge, right? That would have to be what's skewing it. Because this is definitely not the easiest. Or one of them. So that means, let's keep going in order. Optic Texas, I mean, we expect them to win. Like, Cloud9, easy. Breach, easy. Koi, Mates, Faze, okay. So they have a pretty difficult schedule. 3 hard matches. So yeah, fourth easiest makes sense. Koi, see what the Joe Deceives Kips duo has to go up against. So they got Falcons, Breach, Optic, Surge, and C9. Surge, C9, and Breach, that would have to put them at one of the easiest schedules, right? Second easiest, yeah, okay. Yeah, they legitimately have one of the easiest schedules. So they probably have one of the easiest, if not the easiest, right behind LA Thieves. LA Thieves have a fucking cakewalk ass schedule. Vancouver Surge, I mean, they're not a good team, so their schedule could not be that easy because they are one of the free teams that brings everybody else's schedule's difficulty factor way down. So G2, Ravens, Falcons, LA Thieves, Koi. Oh, that's up there. That's hard. Oof. 7. Okay, that makes sense. G2, Ravens. This could be 5 straight losses. That could just be swirlies for days, bro. And then defending Major 2 champs, Faze Vegas. Let's see what they're looking like. Breach, Falcons, Ravens, Heretics, and Optic. So pretty difficult schedule. I mean, Falcon series hard. Heretic series hard. Optic series is hard. Raven series could be hard depending on how they play. So yeah, that's the difficulty of schedule for each team. I mean, based on the opponent win percentage, that's a fair metric to use. I probably would have personally just used the eye test because if I did, I would have said LATs probably have the easiest schedule, Koi probably second easiest, and this would have certainly changed quite a bit. So yeah, I'm not going to draft up my own, but I feel like maybe in the future I'll do something like that. This was just a quick video just based on that topic, just to talk about it, and also I wanted to get to doing my G stakes for Friday's matches. So let's switch to the CDL. So I am thinking mates here. How many creds do we have, ladies and gents? We have 75 hundo, so we'll bet 5 hundo on a gentle mate win. Miami Heretics versus the LA Thieves. Let's see what I chose, and then we will go based on my reasoning there. So I chose a 3-1 for the Thieves. I think that's pretty sound still. I'm going to rock with the Thieves. Going to say 500. I've been seeing those Neum sniper clips on Twitter as well. So then we're going to go with G2, of course. Then for Saturday, hard one. Thinking Faze. Thinking Falcons. Did I say Falcons or Koi? I said Falcons, yes. Okay, Falcons. Mate win, of course. Mate win. 5 hundo. We said mates, right? Yes, we did. Then we said Surge. Surge win. So we'll say 500 for Surge. And then on Sunday, we said Koi, Faze, Optic. Cool. Koi, Faze, Optic. And we are out, ladies and gentlemen. So that wraps up the discussion on the difficulty of schedule for each team. My thoughts on it, I mean, this is a pretty fair way to rank it, just in summation. But I do have some differing thoughts on how I would have necessarily ordered it, but that's semantics. So, good list overall. If you guys have any thoughts on my thoughts on this, then let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and come back to the channel if you are interested in this topic. Maybe this didn't suit you, but I'll probably have something for you tomorrow because I got the highlights going up, baby. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you have a great morning, noon, or night, like I always say. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Once again, this is Chris Pick Sports News X Rotation. However, the flip, you know, many of these interwebs, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.